All right, Dave. So the only new thing we did with Run to You was that little bit before the big outro. So that's so we're on F sharp major here, and we only need the first finger up here, so we don't actually need the bass note. So we're just coming up with the sus4 here. There's the major third. So there's the fourth. Now remember that it's an arpeggio, not a chord. So we want this little roll up. So as soon as you hit the next note, the finger comes off the previous string, so it stops it. Because you know, if it's like this, it kind of just mushes in together. And then you just go down 2 frets, do it again. Another 2 frets. Oh, that little hammer on there as well. And then come back up. Okay, that's pretty much it. All right, so then we had a look at Under the Bridge. So, not the easiest little section in the world, but it does get easier when you're not having to do that little pinch as well, which he doesn't. Have a listen to that, as I said. You'll hear one bit on the one ear and the little this note, and then this note on the other ear. Okay, so we're taking a C major shape up by 2, barring it up on the 2nd fret. So then we're pinching. So I'll just give you a run through this, and you can kind of rewind then for the various different bits. So we're pinching. So there's the finger pattern there. So we've got the thumb and the 3rd finger on the A and the B string respectively. And then we come down 4, 2 open, 4 on the E string, come into the F sharp major, and then we're pinching, still on the 2nd string here, but everything else is now up a string. But other than that, it is the same pattern. Pinch. Okay. Then come back in, 4, 2. Open on the D string, 2 on the A string, then we're sliding back up with the little finger. Okay, so we've got slide up. Okay, a little pick hammer pull there between frets 3 and 5 on the E string. Then we come back here and just double pluck these 2, 4 and 5, up to 7 and 6. Then we come back here to the pinch. And then we're back up. And then we're repeating again. Okay, so that's the intro. It's all just D major, F sharp major, but we're doing the D like this. Okay, and then the other little bit, we kind of just skipped right to the end. You hit the chorus pedal again. And we've got these nice major chords with open 1st and 2nd strings. So this is an E major shaped bar chord, starting off on the 5th fret for an A. And what you end up with is an A major add 9. Up 3 frets we get a C major 7. Down here we got a G6. And then finally we've got an F major 7 add sharp 11. So we'll talk in the next one about why they're named like that. So basically it's the fact that the chord is changing, but these 2 open strings are not. So these 2 notes are different relative to the chord every time, because they're staying in the same spot, but the chord is moving around. So you get a different type of chord depending on where you put it. But it's a nice little substitute for major chords. You know, you could have let's say. You could have maybe a G to a C, something simple like that. And you could spice it up a little bit by just taking this as the G, and then this as the C. Go up to a D if you wanted. Down to an A. Now most of them work, some of them don't, like the G sharp. Just kind of sounds a bit weird. The B flat doesn't sound so good either. But most of them do work. So that's what we got for today, and I'll see you next time.